He's really pointing us to that direction. It's like, if you want to be transformed, if you want to be formed, we have to have that same mind of Christ. And so this spirit of humility, because that's what we see Jesus in this hymn, right? He's pouring himself out. He is becoming taking on flesh of a man. He's not fully living within his deity as he's here on earth. And so for us to have that mind of Christ among us, well, we need to see, like, where do I need to humble myself? Again, something that contrasts with the world. How do I humble myself? How do I live in loving service to one another rather than competition, grasping for power and for control? And often what we'll do is we'll come to these passages because we're Americans and we kind of individualize everything. It's just our culture. So we got to realize sometimes that's what we do when we come and realize, like, oh, this is all about me, right? This is being written to a culture that wasn't just about me, but about the group. And so when we read these letters and we see what Paul is writing here, we have to bring that in, because that's the original intent. It's talking to the collective. It's talking to the group. It's talking to the congregation. It's talking to the grouping of believers. And so it's not just an exhortation to individuals, but hearing it as a word to the community, our little church here. That this faith is liberating. That we can live this, like Christ among us. The mind of Christ among us. And so it's not just this individual burden, like you need to do this on your own, but it's a vision for our shared life. That together, what is church? What is our time together? What are the things we do together? What we engage together? The mind of Christ is among us. So when we fail as individuals, we can learn it again from each other, right? We should be examples of one another, what it means to have the mind of Christ. And you can just think through your walk as your disciple and have those visions and those pictures of the people who are examples of Christ's humility in your life, of Christ's self-sacrificing love in your life.